Hey guys, this is Allure Cosplay and this is vlog number 9 out of my Mechaqueen series. In this week's vlog, we're going to talk about Pharah's butt. I'm just kidding. We're just going to talk about the wings because I started working on them finally. Yay! To make my wings functional, I wanted two things out of them. The first thing is I wanted them to be extremely light so that I can move around and not have my back hurt after like 5 minutes of having them on. The second thing is I wanted them to remove very easily so that I can walk around without having them on my back and them swinging around and hitting people and merchandise and all that stuff. So I was going to just take them off, walk wherever I needed to walk, and put them back in. So I guess I really need them to be easily removable and easily put back on, I guess. So this is one wing. What did I use to make it? This is insulation foam. If you've never worked with it or you don't know what it is, it's the stuff that you put in your walls to make sure that the cold air doesn't come in and it insulates your place so it's nice and warm. I bought this from Lowe's. It's the thinnest one possible. I bought 2 large sheets and I cut them both in half. And I made 2 wings out of 1 sheet, and I made a front and a back for the separate piece that's on top out of the other sheet. So that's 2 full sheets. Why did I use insulation foam? Because it's really light, it's easily sandable, and I can also cut it easy and paint it and all that stuff, all that good stuff that I need to do with it. To actually attach these bad boys to myself, I used EVA pipe, or what is this pipe called? Somebody help me. I don't know the name of this pipe. It's the plastic pipe. It's white. I don't know. This is the smallest pipe that I found, and the pipe that it goes into is the size that's bigger than that. Why do I have 2 pieces of pipe? And how did I attach them? Most of this is just hot glue. So I put a bead of hot glue between the 2 pipes. I stuck them together. I put another bead on the one side and another bead on the other side, and then I started gluing it to this little thing. Why did I use 2 instead of just 1 pipe? Because I could have just used 1 pipe. If you use 1 pipe and you put it in to your other pipe that's going to be harnessed on your back, this is going to start swinging around and hitting people right behind me. I actually don't want to walk around with them anyways, but that's pretty much what will happen. Even for photo shoots, I would have to have somebody situate them properly and make sure that one is not flopping that way and the other one's not flopping the other way. So adding 2 pipes is actually really going to help for this to stay solid and stationary. Let me show you. This big thing right here is my harness. This is the bigger pipe that I used so that it fits perfectly in here. And let me explain a little bit why I made it the way I made it. Don't fall wing. So these are 2 pipes. I did the same thing I did with the other one. I just put a bead of hot glue and then I stuck them together, and then I put another bead of hot glue and another bead of hot glue, and I actually put some duct tape on top. Why did I put the duct tape? Just in case. I don't know. I thought that it might come off. It's actually pretty sturdy, but it's just hot glue. I don't know. I decided to reinforce it with duct tape, and that helped. I don't know. Why is this piece of duct tape there? Because in order for me to bend these things, I had to heat them up with my heat gun and then bend it to the desired shape. However, after a while, this just keeps doing this. So instead of having it do that, I just put a piece of duct tape there for some tension, and I put some hot glue in here because if you bend the pipe too much, it could start cracking, which is what started happening to one of my sides. So I just wanted to reinforce it. And I put some hot glue in there. To actually attach this to my back, I am going to use this thing. And this is going to be my back plate pretty much. And I'm going to probably drill some holes and attach it here with some nuts and bolts. This is made out of EVA foam, so I think that on the inside of it, I'm going to put some washers, maybe some Warbler, so that then the bolt doesn't just kind of sink into the EVA foam. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is kind of soft, squishy stuff. So I feel like the bolt would just go through it because of the weight in the back. I don't know. That was my solution to it. We should see how it works, and I will let you know if it works. Once I actually do that, actually like this, I am going to box this thing off, because it's not actually exposed. This is not what the back of Mechaqueen looks like. Let me show you what it looks like. So, looking at her back, she has like, it's kind of like a backpack thingy. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna have to make it out of EVA foam, and it's gonna sit on top of the pipe so that you can't really see the pipe. And then I'm just gonna have the two wings just kind of pop in, and hopefully that will work. I will let you know if it does. So to cover up my pipe shame over here and to actually make it accurate, I made these little guys, and this is what I used the second sheet of insulation foam for. I actually made 4 of these, and I sanded them down. I used a really sharp X-Acto knife to cut them, and I made sure that it was nice and sharp because that will give you nice and straight lines. Otherwise it will just kind of crumble, and then you're gonna have to kind of work quite a lot to make it look nice with sanding and whatnot. You could always take away some material, but you can't really add some back unless you like fill it with like silicone or something like that. So I wanted to make sure that I have it as accurate, as nicely cut as possible. This over here is just a piece of craft foam. I think that the circle is actually a little bit thicker, but I might leave it thinner just because that means less weight on the wings as well. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it does to me, and I really want those things to be as light as possible and as least of a pain as possible. Yeah, so I made 4 of these guys, and they are right over here. They're like everywhere. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I was actually going to add lights into these things. So there's actually a light that runs over here on the inside of one of the wings. What kind of lights was I going to use? I got this little bad boy over here. I got it from eBay. This is actually a LED that you can use on clothes. It's safe. It doesn't heat up or anything. It's a string of LED. It looks really orange right now, but if you light it up, it's actually yellow, because that's what I need for Mechaqueen. Looking at this, it has this little guy. This is the button when it turns on. I believe that it flashes at first, and then it will be like a solid light. I actually don't have batteries in right now to show you because I didn't buy any, but that's okay. I will maybe show you the next time. What's cool about this is that if you, let's say, only need it like this long, you can just cut this part off and this will still work. You can take this part, you can get one of these guys, and you can connect this to this and make 2 of them. That's cool. I, however, didn't want to do that. Why didn't I want to do that? I've never soldered anything like this before. I'm okay with the normal little LEDs. This looks a little complicated to me. I didn't want to open this part at all as well to see how they've done it, because if I mess it up, that's $17 down the drain. I think that's how much I paid for this thing. I got this from eBay. I'm sure you can get it from Amazon. They come in lots of colors. I forget the name that I used to search it, but it was like a clothing LED of some sort, like a string of LED kind of thing. I really like the way this lights up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the second one in time. I actually ordered one to see what it was like, and then I was going to order a second one for my other wing, and or just use this whole thing for both of my wings and for my gun. However, since I don't want to rewire them, I just ordered 2 more. I might still not use them though. And why is that? Well, I have about a month and a half until the convention. That gives me about 10 solid days of work on this costume, and I have to finish it by then. I'm not going to be able to do the gun, that's for sure, now. However, I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to wait for the second one of these guys to come in, to be able to then close the wings and prime them and paint them and all that stuff. I'm really hoping that it comes within the next week or 2, and if it does, that's great, because I will install these in if I have both of them. However, if it doesn't come within the next few weeks, I am just going to use this on something else, because I just don't have time, and I want to get this over with and get it done, and I know that I'm going to make them, and the second one of these things is gonna come right after I finish closing the wings. I already know that's gonna happen. I really pray it doesn't, but we shall see. Hopefully things work out. The seller had only 1 more of these, and they're, by the way, they're sold by the length, so you can get even longer ones, and depending on the length, you'll get your price. Because he only had another 1 of these, I'm going to use this one and the other one that are from the same seller on the wings. And I ordered another one from a different seller that I'm going to use on my gun. And the reason why I'm going to use the other one on the gun is because on the wings, they're right next to each other, so you can see a color difference if there is one from the different sellers kind of thing. From the back to me holding the gun on the front is quite a bit of space. So even if there's a slight variety of the color in the light, it's not going to be as noticeable if they're like right next to each other like the wings. So we'll see how that works out. If it does, I will let you know. And if it doesn't, I will also let you know. Now let's do a slight update on the shoe parts, because on my last vlog, I was struggling with making those shoe covers and the shoe armor stay together. So here's what I did. Let's see. So I left the magnets, and I actually added a piece of Velcro. So let's see if it works. I really hope it does. Oh, I also reshaped this part a little bit. After I had shaped it, it actually lost its shape a little bit, so it lifted up, so the magnets weren't quite touching each other. So I think that was the major problem as to why this was falling out. Since then, I've added some Velcro, so even if it's moving around, it's not gonna come off. And there it is. It's right there and right on the inside. I'm debating on adding a second strip on the other side of Velcro. We shall see. Maybe that will even make it more sturdy. I don't know right now. If I have a lot of Velcro left, I guess I will do that. And if I don't, then I might not do that. We shall see. I don't know. I still have to repaint them because of that random splash that happened of the white paint. I don't know why that happened and how it happened, but somehow it happened. It's been bugging me since then, but I haven't actually painted anything, so I haven't had the chance to fix it. Aside from that, that's really all I've been working on. If you guys want to check out some progress photos, I regularly post some on Instagram story, on my Allure Cosplay page or Instagram. And I also have a whole album for Mechaqueen Pharah on my Facebook, so you can check out all my progress photos there from the previous vlogs and from this vlog, and probably stuff that I am posting or have posted that I haven't talked in the vlogs yet. Like, favorite, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a lovely evening.